Hi, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. It is time for tarot scopes. We're going to be doing the tarot scopes for the sign of Gemini. That's Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of um, April 2024. Um, so normally, or I have been of recent time doing a astrology look at each of the signs before I do the tarot cards for the sign. I have gotten very busy, gratefully so, and I'm in a time crunch right now. So I will put out a video for the general astrology for the month. I will mention your sign in that, as you know, but not as deeply as I've gone. But you are going to get the tarot. You are going to get the tarot part of the tarot scope. We're going to do that right now. I'm going to be using the tarot of the spirit for Gemini this month. And so we do start the month. I am going to, I would talk a little astrology, right? And for Gemini, I think it's especially important because we start the month with a Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde in the latter degrees of Aries and goes all the way back, I think, to the 17th degree of Aries. I'm not exactly sure. But from about like 28 of Aries back to about 17 of Aries. Then goes direct, but it's in Aries all month, and it's either retrograde or coming out of its shadow this month. So it is Aries, and it is about like new ideas coming in. Not all the ideas are going to be viable, but we'll have time to sort of put them through our filters, which is what you have to do when Mercury's retrograde. There's also, that Aries energy can be kind of aggressive. And so there's probably going to be a lot of um, words that are said that may need to be taken back or maybe not even ever said at all. So you don't have to take them back. But people can be a little bit more irritable with that Mercury in Aries. Mercury in Aries has great ideas, but they like to act on them. And the planet of action is in Pisces. And so not all the actions will necessarily um, work unless I feel the actions are aligned with some sort of healing. If that's the case, then I think it works fine, actually. All right, we start with the sun card. So there's an illumination. Gemini, you can see clearly now, the rain is gone. You can see all obstacles in your way. Boop, 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 boop. So something is being seen very clearly right now. Now, depending on what Gemini you might be, depends on in fact, what in fact that might mean, right? Let's see what's crossing it. Oh, we have the Four of Winds. In this deck, it's called Mastery. It is this point of almost perfection, but of course, we know that that can't. Perfection will always, we're in a temporal environment. It gets to its point and then it starts to fade. And then it comes up and fades again, right? So that's the nature of our world. But there is a sense of something new in the balance, something new coming in. So there's a balancing in a way of the scales this month for you, um, Gemini, and again, depending on what side of the coin you're on, could be good or could be bad. Now, I'm assuming for you all out there, Geminis who watching me, it's good news. At the root is a recognition, however painful, but a recognition all the same. And it's in recognizing the painful thing. It's in recognizing the the change that needs to happen because something happened. Like uh an action was taken that created this um new new recognition or new understanding or new something. And so you knew you had to go in a different direction. You knew that it was time to cut bait, as they say. We have the magician in the past. So there was perhaps some ability to manipulate or just to move the energy. It's manipulation. One person's manipulation is another person's genius, right? So, but there was an ability to move the energy, to focus the energy. In the sky, we get the courage card. We get the courage card, be asking us to be courageous. Perhaps on some level, you asked for this to happen. You wanted to see, you wanted it to come, right? And you focused your intention on it, and here it is. And now Spirit is saying, have the courage of your convictions. We have the stream of love in the immediate future. This is an ability to connect with those that you love. Talk to the people who love you and who you love. Who do you go to for support? They are there waiting to support you. How it's seen from the outside, an act of hope, an act of hope for a better tomorrow. The star card as is an Aquarius card, and there's always that sort of hope for what is hope? Well, hope is a vision for the future, is a hopeful vision for the future. And so we're reminded perhaps that a hopeful vision of the future creates a hopeful future. In your immediate environment or your home environment, we have the Hanged Man. There's not much you can do from your vantage point. It's really a time of observation for you. Observation, looking at things from a different perspective, figuring out what you actually do have any control over, and working on that and those things that you don't have control over, things that are uh, either fated or put into motion that you can't fight, is about surrender to what is, and look at it from a different perspective and connect with spirit. Hopes and fears, we have the death card. So of course people hope for change and people fear change, right? It depends on how happy you are in your situation, and even if you're in an unhappy situation, it's often fearing change, the devil that you know, as opposed to the devil that you don't. Next card to come up is the Nine of Wands. This is asking you to have healthy boundaries, to stand your ground, to keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize. And I'm going to see if I can get a major arcana. I get the Mother of Wind. This is the truth coming out. This is the Mother of Wind is the Queen of Swords. This is justice. Justice is coming. Queen of Swords. I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't Letitia James for a particular Gemini. We have the lightning path, the lightning path that comes down the tree of life, the inspirations, things coming, information very, very quickly, perhaps by this woman here. Let's see what's next. The High Priestess, secrets, secrets, secrets. So there's a lot of information coming in. Not all of it everybody will know, but somebody will know it. The information will be revealed. It's a very, very psychic time. So for you out there, you Geminis, this is a download straight from spirit, guys, straight from spirit. You have been working some pretty heavy duty energies. And I think what this is saying to me is that you need to trust in the process. There are things are moving, things are happening, the energy is moving, and you're pretty much along for the ride. But to keep your senses about you, but also to keep your eyes and your third eye open to the messages that are coming through at this time, because they're very important. It, in a way, is the illumination that you asked for. So there you go. All right. I hope you found this reading helpful, Gemini. Again, I will get out a astrology, just a general astrology for the month, and then talk a little bit about each sign at that time. That will be a single video that you can watch. Um, I am I do have appointments available for for personal readings. They're a combination of astrology, numerology, and Kabbalah. And I am getting busier, so if you're interested in a reading, the sooner you uh, you you ask for it, the sooner you'll get it. And I'm also doing a Kabbalah class, an introduction to the Kabbalah. It's really a two-class um, situation. Each class is 6 weeks long. It's really an introduction to the structure, the makeup of the tree of life, and then how I work with it using astrology and using numerology and using how it connects to the chakra system, and all the different ways that and the different ways I look at the tree and how I work with the tree. And that's going to start in May. That's going to start in May, and I will put an announcement up, and that will be a um, I'll put an announcement up, and that will be on the events page. That's what I want to say. Okay, I was trying to think, where is it on the website? On the events page. So until next month, have yourself a great month. Lots of stuff coming down, guys. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, keep your heart open, and get as much rest as you can, because this is an intense time. And so when you're not, shining your light and doing your thing, make sure you're getting plenty of rest, getting hydrated, and supporting your nervous system. It's important at this time to support your nervous system. And there are many ways to do that, not the least of which is to get some sleep, if you can do it. All right, guys, take care. Have a wonderful month. Namaste.